Hi everyone, this is Dan Hawkins again. I just want to give you a tour of the library's website. We have this discovery tab, which we're going to talk about a lot in the next video, as I just guide you through how to actually find a particular article in our database. But I just want to kind of show you what else is on this website before we get to that. We have a section on research guides, so if you are a nursing student or an English student or whatever, you can find LibGuides that are specific to your discipline. So let's type in nursing here, and you can search for that, and it's going to pop up any of the actual LibGuides that we have. And I'm going to go to get started with nursing, and you can see here that it has just a basic page here. It can kind of get you started. It has information of evaluating sources like we talked about in the previous video. It has a link to different databases you might want to use that might specifically help within the discipline you're looking for. It also has a link to just another search bar where you can actually search for books and ebooks here. It'll give you a list of maybe websites that might help. In the case of nursing, there are some great nonprofit and government websites that might be as useful as some of the databases. It has interlibrary loan, and it gives you some information on how to cite your sources. I want to talk about interlibrary loan for a minute. The easiest way to get there, I think, is either to click on one from here, from one of these LibGuides, or to just type in library.citadel.edu/ILL. And if you do that, it'll take you to our interlibrary loan page. So there's a couple different ways we can get books for you that we don't actually own in our collection. The first is to order it through Pascal, partnership among South Carolina academic libraries. This is a consortium of all the academic libraries in South Carolina, and we will gladly order books for you from there. There are people who run, who basically drive a loop between different universities, and we deliver these every day. So there's a good chance if you order something from here, you can find it with, it'll get here usually within a couple days to a week. So I'm going to type in nursing here, and we'll say, you can search for a specific title, of course. And let's say this Nursing Diagnosis Handbook was the one that you needed. If you click on that, it's going to show you a list of all the libraries that have a copy of it. And then you're going to click Request Item for Delivery. It's going to ask which university you're associated with. You'll choose Citadel. You'll click Submit. And then it's going to ask you for your name and your CWID. And when you put that in there, you'll hit Submit, and we'll actually order the book for you from there. The other part of interlibrary loan is actually interlibrary loan, and this is a way we can order books for you from any library in the world. So if we don't have it in our catalog and it's not available from Pascal, we'll get it for you from another library. Now, if it's in Rome, Georgia, it could get here within the week. If it's in Rome, Italy, it might take quite a bit longer, which brings up one thing about interlibrary loan and Pascal. It is a time-consuming thing. If you try to get something from one of those sources the night before your work is due, it's going to be too late. So you want to make sure that you're planning ahead as you're doing your research here. Let's go back to the library's page, and let's look at a couple other things you can look at here. If you know that you want to look for a specific database, we have them all of the databases we have access to listed out alphabetically, so you can choose one of those. You could also just search for a specific journal to see if we have access to that, and if you do, you can do searches from there. If you are in a position to come to campus at all, even though you're taking an online course, our hours are down here, so you can check down here. We have several people who monitor this, so it's pretty accurate. And when you need to come in, just feel free whenever we're open. If you are able to come onto campus, you can book a study room or technology. You click book a study room there, and the green indicates that the study room is available. So if you click that, it'll show you the hours you've chosen, and when you hit submit, it'll give you like sort of our conditions, which you should read, and then it'll give you more information. Once you submit that, we'll check your name in our database, and as long as you are a student, we will actually reserve the room for you. Same thing with reservations of equipment. We have a ton of stuff here. These are the things that check out for 7 days, and any of these items you can reserve ahead of time in the exact same manner. You'll just click on the item that you're interested in and choose this, and it will put it out for a week. The process is exactly the same. We also have several items that you can check out on a first come first serve basis. Those are smaller items to check out for 6 hours and generally are used in the library. We have chargers for phones and the like. We also have laptops that you can check out there. There's a lot of other stuff on the website, but I want to highlight two things. Here under research, you can look for the archives in the museum, and that'll give you quite a bit of information about our extensive archives that deal with the Citadel's history going all the way back to the beginning. And you can also, under research, go to the Citadel Makerspace, which is my domain, and it'll give you some information about the Makerspace. But if you go over 3D printers here, hit submit a 3D print job, you can click here, and if you're able to come to campus to pick it up, all you have to do is find an STL file that you want to do, give us your information here, upload your file, and hit submit. And when you do, we'll get your model in the queue, and we'll send you an email when it's available. So we have a lot of resources here that we think will be very useful for you in your career.